I want to get to some questions, but I have a question before we get to that. Catholics are often accused of thinking we need to work for our salvation. So let me just kind of ask you this question, more of an apologetics question to get your summary. Are we saved by faith or works?
Well, we're saved by faith. We're justified by faith. And you could even say with the Calvinists, we're justified by faith alone, but not by faith that is alone. So the only time faith alone occurs is not in Paul, but in James 2:24, where James says we're justified by faith and works. So we're not justified by faith alone the way Luther said, a dunghill covered with snow. No, we have faith, but even that's not what we conjure up ourselves. It is a gift from God. And so to receive the sacrament of faith, baptism, gives to us not only the fides quae, what we believe that we could never prove on our own, but also the power of faith, the means by which we believe. It's a supernatural power that basically embraces supernatural mysteries.
Right.
If we knew how precious divine life is, divine grace, we would not say, well, I'm just exercising my human rights to commit mortal sin. Just as we would do anything to stop people from committing suicide, to commit spiritual suicide and snuff out the life of the eternal Trinity in our souls. I mean, just extraordinarily stupid, and yet so common. And,
But this view that we just have to do enough good works before our time runs out or else we go to hell is a false view, correct? This is not what Catholics think, and yet so many...
Yeah, and
they think of the two scales. You have to have more good works and bad works by the time your time runs out.
If we were employees, if we are slaves, if we are earning a wage, then all of that follows.
Yeah.
My kids are not going to receive the inheritance because they worked harder than the kids in the backyard. Your kids sometimes in our backyard. Yeah. No, they're my children.
Yeah.
And so this is what faith is. It's that filial instinct where I say, not just God the Creator, not just the Lord and lawgiver, but Abba Father. And it's like, non-Christians, Jews and Muslims would say the idea of divinization is absurd. The idea that God is your Father through Christ, and that you receive divine sonship, you are regenerated. This is only and always metaphorical. But for us as Catholics, especially as Thomists, this is metaphysical. This is more real than the table we're sitting at.
Thanks so much for watching. Please like if you liked, and if you loved, subscribe.